Welcome everyone. Happy Monday. Let me go ahead and make sure this is showing up okay in the Shining Mentors group. If you aren't in the Shining Mentors Successful Entrepreneurs group, make sure that you join. We do a ton of clearings in there. We also do strategic business aligned action steps and tips. Yep, I can see we're in there okay. Makes me happy. So excited to have you here. So guys, go ahead and post in the comments where you are watching from and that you can hear me okay. I want to make sure that you can hear okay. Lisa from London. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? We have a great topic today. If you know of anybody that would love to get some alignment, take aligned action with their business, really take those action steps that'll take your business next level, tag them in here, okay? So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Melissa Zoske. I'm the founder of the Aligned and Limitless Entrepreneur Program and the Energy of Your Business podcast. So if you haven't seen the podcast, you'll want to hop on over there and catch it because it is amazing. And I help intuitive business owners, coaches, and healers tap into their magnetic energy to call in their ideal clients doing what they love. All right. And that's what this is all about. You're passionate about what you do. You love doing this work. Even if you had $10 million in the bank account, you wouldn't be doing anything else. Am I correct? Is that right? Can I hear an amen? You'd be doing this work no matter what. I was talking to someone the other day and I can't remember who that was, but we were talking about retirement someday. And I'm like, I can't ever imagine retiring because I love this work. I love doing what I do. And I love seeing women in particular scale, create a solid foundation, have that security, doing what they love, what they're passionate about, and leaving that legacy behind. Because when we're gone, what do you want people to say about you, right? All right. So today we are talking about your upper limits. Do any of you know what upper limits are? So what are those things? So those are times when you're so close to getting what you want, and then you slide back down the ladder. You've climbed so far and you're almost there. And then all of a sudden, you just drop down to the bottom. And one obstacle after another comes to you and you just get so frustrated, right? It is just like, it seems like you keep getting sabotages, whether you get sick, whether you hurt yourself, whether you wake up with migraines, whether you have a fight with your husband or wife or whatever that is to you, right? It's like something keeps happening. That is an upper limit. And it's so common and we all go through it. Okay. I don't care who you are. It's like money blocks. We all have them. All right. So usually those come from outdated programming or an outdated belief from something that you're scared of. And that fear is holding you back. Okay. Usually it's like, oh my gosh, we don't know what's around the other corner. So we better be careful or maybe not move forward at all. So that's where this is. And it's repeating from something in the past. Okay. And it's doing that because it's creating this obstacle, this basically stagnant stage, the stop phase, like the foot on the brake to protect you. Okay. And this could be created. This is some kind of belief pattern or programming that could be created from this lifetime. Maybe you've learned it from your parents or some influential person in your life, or maybe you inherited it. Okay. So remember, we inherit more than hair and eye color from our ancestors. We inherit that old beliefs, patterns, programming, stuff that they went through, that they got through, or maybe some of them had really struggled for a long time with these things, but you're not struggling with those same things today. But there's still those old patterns are coming up to save you from being hurt. You just don't need them anymore. Okay. And that's the beauty of this work is once you start clearing out that outdated program, things start to shift so much for you. All right. So just remember, and this is one thing I want to remind you of, that a belief is just something you've told yourself over and over again, or maybe somebody else has told it to you over and over again until you believe it. But it doesn't make it true. I think that's why the word lie is in belief. It's not always true. It's just what you believe. Okay? It's not a fact. But we've said it so much that it feels like it's a fact. And when that happens, it becomes so ingrained to your core, to your soul. It's imprinting in every cell. That's why we pass it on down to our children. That's why we inherited it from our ancestors. And so, like I said before, just because it's there doesn't make it true. So we want to make sure that we have all that cleared out. Remember, we are like these computers, right? We're like huge computer processors. And if there's no room, it's all filled with these old beliefs, the new stuff can't come in. Those new positive reinforcements can't download because there's too much on the space. So we need to clear it out, just like getting stuff off your computer to make room for it to run properly. We need to clear out those old beliefs, those old patterns, that old programming, so that we have the room for all that good work that you've done to actually download. We hear this often where they talk about, oh my gosh, I had overnight, I all of a sudden became this. No, they may have removed a couple things that made the space for that 5 years of work that you've done to all of a sudden be able to go boom, download. And then you feel like you had overnight success. But really, it was all that work you've done over all these years, and you've just created the space. So remember, again, these beliefs can do this. So negative beliefs basically program you for failure. There's nothing about a negative belief that's going to be good for you. So think back on your history and that of your family when you look at this too, because remember, it's all about our stories, those things that we've said, the things our grandparents have said. And we want to make sure that that is, just by paying attention to the old stories, really help you. Okay. So inherited program, you may be stuck in that mode of not moving forward or getting this upper limits that you're hitting. That could be your income ceiling. It could be in your business, just scaling to the next level. Maybe you've hit $90,000 every year and you've never been able to hit the 6-figure mark. That is an upper limit block. Okay. So it's all this could happen from your inherited programming from your ancestors. And so when you're born, you have a gazillion cells loaded with information, with cellular memories, right? And we have the patterns and the programs and all that kind of stuff that are handed down via those cells. And we hand them down to our children. Doesn't that sound great? I'm like, just take the good stuff, please. But it has deep roots. These beliefs, this programming have deep roots. And a lot of time fear just comes into play because every time you have a belief, it ignites an emotion. And a lot of times that emotion is fear, if it's a negative belief, right? Because that belief is trying to keep us safe. What does that do? It creates fear so we step back, right? So that good old-fashioned fear can keep you from your good. And I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why I'm creating this call today. So the known seems so much safer than the unknown, right? It's like, you're here, you're surviving, you have everything you need, or at least you're getting by, you're not, toast. And so this known is safer than the unknown because it could be way worse. So, right? And a part of you may be hanging on for dear life to keep you from going into that unknown because in the past, that ancestor took that chance and maybe it didn't work out so good for him. And so that's what's keeping you back today. So maybe right now in your business and maybe in other parts of your life, because everything's connected, guys, okay? So you could be feeling a bit uncomfortable, like you're trying to move forward. And I just had a talk with a client earlier today. There's always going to be a little bit of resistance sometimes. It just happens. I shouldn't say always and sometimes, but most of the time it happens. Where you feel that resistance, all of a sudden you purchase something really big and you were excited about it. The next day you're like, what did I just do? Oh, I made a mistake. You get that feeling of being uncomfortable and you feel that squeeze. Okay. So every time you reach for that next big goal, you may feel that pinch or 2 or 3, right? It's like, as you stretch with it, it's like you're going to feel that pressure. And it's like, it's totally normal. And I want you to know that even the biggest gurus go through this. We all go through this. You are not alone. So think about it like when you're stretching your muscles. I know what my hamstrings are always tight. Whenever I stretch, it hurts. Now think about if I just forced myself to stretch all the way down, touching my toes and flattening my chest to my knees. I would probably hurt myself, but I'd probably be really hurting the next day or 2. And that's the same with when you're stretching yourself in your business and other parts of your life. So you want to stretch out of the comfort zone just enough so that you feel it and then you get used to it and then you can stretch again. Sometimes if we stretch too far in our business and we start reaching too much, like making goals that are so huge, that we freak out, our ego then will pull us back. That again is an upper limit block. right? Don't want it. Upper limits are no fun. So let's stretch into it. Get comfortable. Stretch again. Get comfortable. And that will help you. So it's the same with your business stretches. You're growing your business, bringing in more clients maybe, and you're ready to up level, right? Can I hear an amen? Are you ready to up level? I want to hear that. So maybe you've invested money, right? I know that you've been in that position where, should I invest in this? Should I not invest in this? And also it's about time commitment. For me, more than money, it's about, is this going to be a good return on my time investment? Because I know that when I put the money out there, that I'm actually, with a law of attraction, I'm actually saying, I trust in this process. I believe in coaching. I believe in mentoring. I believe in investing in myself and my business. And so I know that the universe hears that and brings me clients that will invest in me as well, because that's how the law works. All right. So it's the same when it comes to your time. You need to be able to invest that time. And even, it doesn't take a lot of time. I want you to remember this. It doesn't take leaps and bounds of time for you to be doing this. It just takes a little bit of consistent effort every day that you're doing consistently to create the massive results over time. I want you to remember that. The small steps taken every day create massive shifts, massive goals changing, that you're reaching your goals over time. Okay? It's that it will happen with those small steps. And those work better than the one action steps taken every couple months. It's just true. Plus, people get to know you better, okay? So whenever we're feeling that resistance, that pull back, and it happens to all of us again, it's all about your awareness. Are you aware of it? And I know that especially when you're doing a launch or when you're promoting a program or when you're just reaching out to people and you're feeling like, oh, nobody wants me or nobody likes what I have to offer or any of those things, be aware of those feelings, okay? And remembering that it's recognizing those feelings, it's recognizing this process and knowing that it's really something great that's happening, okay? And as long as you ease past it, a little pushing may happen, right? Don't get sucked into it. Just go right past it. I've had some crazy things happen. If you have watched any of my previous podcasts or calls, you've heard me talk about one of my launches where I had my electricity go out. Then the internet went out because I was using data. And then we had a kitchen flood all during the broadcast in a brand new home. And it was like, what the hell? That was upper limit blocks. But I started laughing because it was so funny. And what happened with that, oh my gosh, that was one of my first biggest launches ever. I've had bigger ones since, but it was incredible. It was probably 10 times what my previous launches were. And I was like, oh my God. So look at it as a good sign. Go, okay, bring it on. I can do this. All right. So one of the things happened for me as an example is when I'd outgrown my website, I decided that I wanted to, put myself out there more, really get niche down and really get serious about attracting my ideal clients. So I decided to create a website that really was going to have that energy, right? So, well, be careful what you wish for, because when you do, sometimes that's when things all start shaking, right? They just start shaking up because it starts to test you. And you're like, a little bit of fear. I invested, I think, $12,000 in that website plus design. And it was, I believe that was with, I don't know, I can't remember if that was including the one that I scrapped or not. So what happened is I paid in full for the design to start with. And the girl was not listening to me. I was sending her examples of exactly what I wanted. She didn't listen. And I was like, no, look at the pictures. Look at the board I sent you, the Pinterest board. Look at these ideas. The colors weren't the colors I was asking for. Nothing was there. And I think that one was like $3,000. And finally, toward the end, you have to try to figure out, when do I cut my losses? There was no refunds. And I just had to feel like I was so disconnected and so disappointed that I knew I had to I was going to be taken down in that disappointment, right? That's an upper limit block. Or I was going to say, I'm done. I'm scrapping this. I'm going to move forward and start over again. And I did that. I did the latter. So I scrapped it. Yeah, it was a bummer. Oh, well, lesson learned. I didn't do my research enough. But you know what? I also learned a ton through that process. And with the next person, I got exactly what I wanted. We had a great connection. Everything was smooth. Everything was put together awesome. And I worked through it. But I could have just let myself fall back, right? That's not what we want to do. We want to keep moving forward. We're going to have obstacles coming our way. It's time to move forward. So I've had major tech glitches with that website. And that was, get this. So right before I decided to do that website, I was running a membership program that was doing gangbusters. I think I had my first 8K day that weekend. And I was super excited. And then I took a step back because that part of me was afraid that I didn't have it all pro in the background. And what did that do? This whole process slowed everything down where I lost that momentum. But I had major tech glitches, even like my site that you see right now disappeared for one day. It was like it was there and then it was gone. I was like, where's my site? Everybody kept saying, hey, where's your site? But no worries, I got it back up again. But if I would have just totally lost my mind, I would have been like, it would have been a bad thing. We want to just go through it. We know everything's happening for us, right? So another thing that happened to me was a major cold. I had an illness that happened. It was like 2-month cold. It was a 2-month cold. This is before COVID, before all the other stuff. It was just a really weird thing that I was like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to stop coughing? Because I can't do videos when I'm coughing, right? Then my hair got fried. I mean, my hair broke off. It was all white, broken up. Yep, even your hair is on the line, chicks. Your hair is on the line even when it comes to upper limits. And it was like, oh my God, it's like so funny. Not so funny at the time, but all these things kept happening. And I had my ring light. I have a ring light over here. You can probably see it in my glass glare there. I had my ring light show up for my webinar that I was producing, broken. And it was just coming right before I needed it, and it was broken. Now I could have said, I'm going to wait for the new one to show up. No, I didn't. I went ahead and did it anyway. I did the webinar anyway. So you've got to work through this. You know what? With all that, I had so much opportunities for growth. And when you are aware of that, it is crazy how your life can keep expanding. And your business grows too. I mean, it grows exponentially, okay? So I want you to take a look at your memories, your emotions, the beliefs that are formed from them, as well as all the inherited stuff that you have. Because remember, you inherit more than hair and eye color. So anytime these things start coming up, look for the emotions, those things. What am I thinking? What are the thoughts running that we don't even pay attention to, right? Remember that every thought that you have, every emotion, every belief goes out to the universe. The universe hears it and feels it and sends it back, okay? So what I ended up doing is I expanded my thought field energy education to tackle all these negative beliefs, these subconscious memories, beliefs, patterns, programming, and every one of those mishaps that were brought up because I had so much to heal. And seriously, we're talking quantum leaps. I worked through all of these things, and I continually, we never end this journey. That is one of the lies people will tell you. Oh, you'll do this and then you'll be good. No, it's not that. You do this, you get past this level, new devil. You keep working forward. And it's not just about you and what you're trying to make in your business. It's about who you impact and the transformations that they're receiving that keep you moving forward. It's all a big, huge benefit, okay? So that's the up leveling. And when you hit this kind of craziness, all these things that are happening, you're hitting your upper limits and your financial ceiling altogether. Okay. So when your life turns upside down during these things, whenever you decide to invest or you're in a launch or whatever that is for you, during your next up leveling, make sure you look at each new thing that surfaces for you. Okay. And again, that is including the beliefs, the patterns, the programming. What are you thinking? And I keep doing this, not meaning you're crazy, but what are you thinking inside? Okay. I want you to ask yourself, why is this happening for me? Not to me. Why is this happening for me? What is it bringing to me? Because it's there to clean out everything that you don't need any longer. Okay. And it's going to give you so much more than your next goal. It's going to give you so much. And I want you to remember that. Okay. Number 2, I want you to remember that everything's connected. When you work on one thing, you work on everything. Okay. And when you work on this area, then when I say everything, it's affecting your health, your wealth, your relationships, your business, all of it. And it's affecting it in the best way possible, but it just might not feel that way at this point. And it's all about your awareness and how you look at it and what you learned from it and how you take it for that next level. All right. So number 3 is look for the energy blocks. We're always looking for those blocks. I mean, I'm not saying go out and look for what's wrong with you, because really nothing is wrong with you. You aren't broken. You're here. You're perfect just the way you are. But we're just on this journey. We're just on this path moving forward. So looking for any limiting beliefs that happen to come up. And we're not talking going and doing an excavation course. See what shows up for you today. See what's in your awareness. Be totally aware of it. The beliefs, the patterns, or programming, and clear those suckers out using energy. You know, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I do have my energy clearing method, the quantum key method, and it's free. You can get that today at melissazoske.com/QKM for the quantum key method. So melissazoske.com/QKM. And that helps you not only clear out those negative beliefs and programming, but it helps you install the positive as well. And it also sends out this magnetic energy to start drawing to you what you want to create, because it all starts on the inside. So number 4 is one of the big things is to keep going. Don't stop because of an upper limit. Don't stop. Keep going. So no matter what comes up, when you feel that pinch from stretching and reaching for that next level of success, keep going. Never stopping. You're so close. And that's where the magic is. And that's so important. So I want you to remember that, all right? It's going to get a little uncomfortable. And I want you just to really ease into it, see what happens, and always ask for more or better. And I'm going to go into that in a second. And removing any limits, again, use my quantum key method, which is so powerful, you guys. It's so powerful to help you clear out and go deep, okay? And the beautiful thing about this method is as you're going and you're feeling these energies, and even if you know how to do energy testing with it, you can do that as well. And you can find, like I usually, with my clients, I'm looking for 50 generations back mother's side, 18 generation back father's side. You know, we find so many things. And when you clear anything, when you work on that, it's clearing in that resonating field from that timeline all the way to today. And it's also clearing in your children. So it's going backward and forward, and it's clearing through you. So it's so powerful. And not only that, it's clearing other frequencies that are really close to it, so that you are getting more than you bargained for. You're clearing out a lot. It's beautiful. So make sure that you set your intention when you're using the quantum key method. Make sure that you set your intention and ask for more than what you think you want. We all think we want something, right? That removes the limits, all right? So when you ask for more than what you think you want, that removes the limits. So why not just say, I pray that anything that will bring a higher success to me right now is brought to me, all right? Better yet, while using energy, ask that all known and even unknown blocks. So we're asking for anything cloaked, anything hidden, anything that is just hiding. We want it to be found, whether they are memories or beliefs or anything keeping you from, like, say your state of your issue, like state your issue, like my complete health. What's keeping me from my business success? Be specific about that. We're asking that be found, open, and healed for my greatest good. Okay. And then I always ask for this or better. So when you think about, like, you're looking for a certain model of a vehicle, like I used to say this all the time. Oh, I want this Toyota 4Runner, let's say, right? I want a Toyota 4Runner. What if the universe had something completely better for you, like a Porsche, whatever, crossover or whatever they have out there? I mean, I don't know, whatever model that you would be like, that would be my dream car, but I'm not reaching for that because it's too much. I want you to think of saying, I want this Toyota 4x4 with beautiful leather interior, completely loaded with XYZ, but I ask for this or better for my highest and greatest good. So you're being specific, but you're letting go of that attachment to that thing specifically. Does that make sense? And that's where real magic can happen. And then always focus on the best outcome. So while doing the actual energy meditation, the quantum key method, visualize yourself or a loved one successful and bursting with excitement They're like, oh my gosh, it's already here. I have it. Live in that excitement. Feel it. Bring it in. Get super excited. Live your life today as if you already have it. Like, who are you? Are you this person like that pays for a mentoring program? That pays for a mentoring program. Are you this person? When will you be this person? Really step into that. Okay? And then ask for that specific outcome again, but opening yourself up for even more abundance. All right? So ask for the moon. When you ask for what you want, be specific again, let it go, and then be open for that, for something better. And that's kind of what I just talked about. Don't limit yourself. Never limit yourself. Okay. And remember, this is the last point I want to make. Remember that this is an inside job. Okay. Upper limits come from generations of struggles, beliefs, programmings, patterns, and they keep running. They're running in your subconscious 24/7. So remember, with the law of attraction, we're always putting out a signal. We're always broadcasting out what we want. Whether you know it or not, you're always attracting, right? Let's make it more conscious. This is all subconscious, 24/7. All the ancestors' beliefs, negative, positive, all of it are running out there. So half the time you have one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas pedal. So you're like, you're moving forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. Let's stop that. Let's start clearing out that negative so that we can start bringing that flow. And when you're broadcasting out more positive, that's what's going to be happening for you. So by releasing the outdated programming that's been running in your subconscious, you are freeing yourself to claim your success. Doesn't that sound amazing? So what do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready for your success? Yes. All right. So let's make a commitment right now that you're committed to work through any upper limit blocks, any upper limits that come up for you in the future. Okay? Let's do that. All right. It was great talking to you. Okay. So now we're going to do the weekly. Let's go ahead and send out a broadcast for you guys. And we're going to do the weekly drawing from the energy of your business oracle cards. Yes. And if you want to get a set of these yourself, you can do so just by going to melissazoske.com/back oracle deck, or maybe it's oracle cards. Let me see here. I'll post the link in the comments. How does that sound? So let's go ahead and send out an energetic broadcast for abundance. Let's go ahead and do this for abundance. And we're just going to do a little exercise right now. So if you're not driving, go ahead and close your eyes and shift your eyes up just gently. Take a nice deep breath in and release. Another nice deep breath in and release. And shift your eyes up gently and allow this energy of abundance, success, all your wildest dreams, this beautiful energy to enter into every cell, every organ, every gland, every molecule of your being. You were created to live in an abundant state. I want you to say this to yourself. My natural state is an abundant state. That means health, wealth, happiness, all of it. And as your eyes are shifted up gently, still, you don't want to strain them. Allow this to enter through the top of your head, through all your organs, all your glands, every dark corner of your being. This beautiful, beautiful energy. My natural state is an abundant state. Well, that feels so good. All right, so let's draw some cards for this week. I'm going to go ahead. And if one of you want, let me start off by, I'll just do the three card drawing for the week, and then I'll pull some other cards for you guys, okay? So if any of you would like a card, you can start commenting in the comments right now, and I'll pull one for you. But I'm going to go ahead and pull for the collective right now in this group. And this is for you as well. So just focus on what you would like for inspired action for this week. All right, so here. And I love these cards. Okay, so for the first one, for this week. Ooh, my favorite, future self. I want you to anchor to the future version of you. And I like to do this I'm doing a Wealthy Woman's goal setting workshop starting on the 7th. And I'll put that link in here as well. And one of the things we're going to be doing is anchoring to your future self. And what that is it's visualizing you in the future. All right. Really anchoring to what that vision of you is to be in 2022. What is that for you? So this week, what do you want your future self to look like? And I want you to start pulling from that knowledge and really take that wisdom and look into your future self's eyes. And you can do this when you're doing the quantum key method and really see what she has in store. She has been where you are right now, and she's gotten way past that. She's reached her goals. She's doing everything that you would want to be doing in the future. Okay. Remember, there's no time or distance really when it comes to energy. So a part of you is already there, already are living in your dream home, driving your dream vehicles, having the lifestyle that you want, making massive transformation in others' lives. It's all in your future. So that's what anchor to your future self this week. Okay. The next one is heal yourself. Heal yourself. Take time to do healing and work on yourself. So again, you can use the quantum key method. Thank you, Madison, for putting that link to the Oracle deck. Could you also put the link to the quantum key method? So you can use this, heal yourself, take time to do healing, work on yourself. Heal yourself, work on it. That's where the inner transformation comes in. Okay, it's an inside job. Always be working on yourself. And sometimes it can also be just giving yourself some love. There's a whole nother card on that, but just taking care of you. Okay. The next card is, ooh, you are your brand. You are your brand. You are like a fingerprint. You are like a snowflake. There's no two that are exactly alike. There's only one unique and spectacular you. Get clear in your message and your brand. All right. Only you can deliver your magic the way that you do. You could be doing something really similar to someone else, but they will never be able to deliver it in your unique way with your unique energy. And people are drawn to you for that energy. Okay. So remember, you are your brand. So this could mean stepping out today. And for this week, let's say this. How about you do a video, do some stories and videos on you and what makes you the expert in what you do? I want you to step into your brand fully. Why are you so amazing? Why is this work so transformational? And really step up and out. I challenge you this week to do some videos and step into your brand. Let go of any inauthentic ways of being. Say, screw it. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do me. And I put myself out there because that's how people are attracted to you. When you aren't being authentic and not being really you, and you're doing that watered down version of someone else, or you are trying to be what you think your people want, it's going to repel your people, or you're going to get the wrong people that you don't want to work with. Being you, being true to you and authentic to you, that's where you will be successful. I promise. All right, let me go ahead and pull some cards for you guys. Let's see what we have here. Let's go ahead and we'll start with Diana. Did you want? Yes, Diana, this is for you, sister. And I love card drawing. It's so fun. It's just one of my favorite things to do. I kind of geek out on the Oracle decks. Okay. Diana, just think about what you need this week, what you would like to see this week. All right. Ooh, it's time to call in your clients. So cast your energetic net and call in your ideal clients. That's what you need to be doing. So you have that energy to call in your clients. That's part of what we teach in my program, is how to really step into that energy and take the inspired action steps that are tried and true, right? They work to call in your ideal clients. And so Diane, Diana, what is your plan to call in your clients this week? Not the things, the time wasters, not those things that feel like you're doing busy work, but what are you actually doing to call in an ideal client today? Are you sending out an email? Are you DMing with people? Are you inviting people onto a clarity call? Those are the things that are actually like reaching out and stepping past those uncomfortable places sometimes and just making connections. Okay. Let me see if I see anybody else in any of the other groups that are asking for a card. If anybody else would like a card before I get off, let me know. Nope, not seeing anything there. Sometimes I see Tracy. Let's see here. Okay, Tracy. And I see LaFern. Okay, I'm going over to my personal profile. So what I mostly see on this is the Shining Mentors group. So if you aren't in the Shining Mentors group, that's why I miss your name sometimes. So make sure that you're in there when you're asking. You'll get extra help. Sometimes I'll miss these, but today I didn't. So Tracy, let's go ahead. Just focus on what you want. Okay. Tracy, attract. So Tracy, it's all about magnetizing and pulling in what you want. So part of this attracting is, what are you putting out? What are you putting out right now? I want you to start thinking about what you can do with your mindset, with the action, with the inspired actions that you're taking that will help you magnetize. You can do that just by doing the quantum key method again. If you don't have it, use it. And visualize as you're doing it what you want to attract. And then look for any of the resistance that comes forward, okay? And that will be really helpful for you, okay? So it's a visualization. When you're doing the quantum key method, it's a lot easier than just, do a meditation, because you're actually thinking about what you want to create at the same time. You're visualizing your future self, you're visualizing what you want to create, and you're putting that energy out there, and it's bringing it back to you. You can do that with EFT, you can do it with other energy work, but I love the quantum key method, so there's that. Awesome. So those cards spoke to you too. Awesome. I love it. Okay. And then LaFern, my sweet LaFern. You're welcome in advance. All right. Okay. So LaFern, focus on what you want to bring. What do you want to bring? What do you want to bring? Okay, right here. I love it, love it, love it. This is one of my favorite cards. Manifest. Be open to receive. You can manifest anything that you want. Being open is the number one thing, right? We are always creating again. We are always creating. So being aware, being open, excuse me, giving, being giving. This is the time of year we give. And that opens you up for receiving. It's really beautiful. So I hope that helps you. I love this card. It's so beautiful. Okay. And then we have Lisa Michaels. All right. Let's get you a card, Lisa. Focus on what you want to create this week, what you would like to have happen, what you want to do, what's your intention for this week, what would you like to see you bring into your business. And this will help you get that guidance. Okay. Ooh, I love this one too. I love all these cards. I have to say, I love all of them. So this one is your higher self. Ask your old wise self. Tap into the highest version of you. Tap into the highest version of you. This is the version of you that's the cleanest. That's your soul. It knows everything, and it knows what's for your highest and greatest good. So ask for help. Ask for what you need. Okay? I hope that helps. All right, let me look one more place over here and see if there's anybody in one of my other groups that might be looking for this. Let's see here. Letty would like one, it looks like. Yep. All right, Letty. Let's get one for you. Let's get one for you too. Froggy in my throat still this morning. I'm in mountain time, so. All right. Go ahead and focus on what you want. And you guys, any one of you that feel a pull for when I'm shuffling, that's for you too. So any of these cards could be for you as well. If you're feeling like this is for me too, then it's for you. Okay. Ooh, Letty, abundance mindset. All right, we hit a lot of the law of attraction suites on this deck. It's so cool. So the abundance mindset, claim wealth on all levels. There's an unlimited supply. All right. Now, this can come up a lot of times when we feel like there's not enough. When we feel like I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough clients, any of those things that come up. So, Letty, this is for you. And just remembering that you have an unlimited supply, that it is always available to you. And remember that your natural state is an abundant state on all levels: health, wealth, happiness, clients, money. There's always all of this meant for you. Okay. An abundance mindset. Love it. So yes, Letty, I claim wealth on all levels. Absolutely. Your natural state is a wealthy state. Your natural state is a healthy state. Your body is made to self-heal. It's all there. That's all abundance. So remember that. Okay, guys, I wanted to remind you that you can get this deck, and the link is in the comments. It's just melissazoske.com/oracle deck. So melissazoske.com/oracle deck, and you can get a deck of these yourself. Maybe it's time to gift yourself the deck of your own. Okay. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and we will catch you next week. All right. Have a great holiday, everyone. Take care. Bye.